Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this video. I hope you had or will have an amazing day. In today's video, I want to talk about a topic that's very close to my heart, or more of a project that's very close to my heart, which is Chainlink. I'm actually wearing a Chainlink t-shirt. As you can see, they received it, or I received it during this Ethereum CC Chainlink side event in Brussels. I spoke there. I hosted a panel with two of my good friends, Crypto Michael and Quentin Francois, both KOLs in the Web3 world. I had a great time. I'm a Chainlink advocate myself. I help Chainlink organize events wherever I can. And yeah, I have a great announcement, by the way, for you guys at the end of this video, so please stick around till then. To celebrate that, I will give away a Chainlink Labs t-shirt. I have a few of them, but yeah, I definitely want to give one away. I can send it to wherever you live. So yeah, stick around till the end if you want one of these cool t-shirts. So without further ado, let's get into it. To start off, I want to go back in time a bit. In front of me, I have the evolution of the internet divided into three parts. The general public began to interact with the Web 1 around 1994. Back then, the internet was just largely a network of static HTML pages with user interactions restricted to private chats and discussion boards. Financial interactions were pretty rare and very risky. For instance, Pizza Hut launched a very innovative online order form in 1995, where customers could order pizza online, but they still had to pay in cash to complete the transaction. Fast forward to 2004, we introduce Web 2. The internet speed gets improved, and optic fiber infrastructure expanded to meet the new demand in social media networks, music, video sharing, and financial applications. On the other side, financial institutions like the Bank of America, they used new encryption standards to better secure their online systems, but there was a problem. With this new mass adoption and all these new people coming in, users were delegating massive quantities of information, including a lot of personal data, to third-party websites. To give you an example, in the US, Google, YouTube, Facebook, Amazon, all of these combined received over 23.6 billion visits in that period of time, doubling the traffic of websites who were ranked 5 to rank 20. So massive information and massive data streams were all being controlled by the top 5 websites. And that was not really centralized, because they could all see your information, and that needed to be fixed. So in 2008, Satoshi Nakamoto introduced the Bitcoin white paper, and the start of the real adoption of Web3 could be considered around 2018 after the ICO boom of 2017. So Web3 is trying to take the good things of Web2 and decentralize it for a transparent, cryptographically secured internet. Here you can see some of the pillars or the key Web3 technologies that are making all of this happen. You have blockchain, cryptocurrencies, smart contracts, and blockchain oracles. I want to dive a bit deeper in all 4 of them, as they are really crucial to understanding Chainlink. To start off with blockchain. Blockchain is a foundational technology that powers cryptocurrencies and Web3. To understand blockchain, we need to understand what a ledger is. And a ledger is a book or a collection of accounts that store and record the transactions of these accounts. Ledgers are a foundational technology for how the world works, but most of them are managed through a middle service or a middleman, like banks. Like if I want to send you money, I'm going to send my bank money, the bank is going to send your bank money, and then you can withdraw the money from your bank. Now, blockchain solves this by having or giving people the option, for example, to send money directly in between each other, which is called peer-to-peer. Going further, this decentralized consensus can be achieved in 2 main ways. You have proof of work and you have proof of stake. Proof of work involves specialized computers or miners that validate transactions on the network. Proof of stake uses much less energy, but you need to stake your currencies on the network, or you need to lock them up in order for them to validate transactions in the process. It all sounds very good, but in order to keep scalability and security and decentralization, blockchain does face some limitations and trade-offs. Like, for example, the amount and speed of transactions, security, and especially the limited external interactions that the blockchains can have with outside real-world assets. That is also why we're here in this video, and that's also what Chainlink is trying to solve. But before we talk about that, let's go to cryptocurrencies. There are different types of cryptocurrencies, as you can see on screen. You have mining-based security tokens, stablecoins, staking-based tokens, utility tokens, and meme coins. All of these coins have 3 unique use cases in cryptocurrencies. You have peer-to-peer payments, like Bitcoin is the biggest example of that, where it's meant as a payment tool, where I can, or as a currency, where I can directly peer-to-peer send transactions from my wallet to yours without any need of a middleman, like a bank. Then you have governments. Governments tokens are used for digital voting. It's like a very democratic way for decision making in future of companies or projects or applications. And then the third and final use case are NFTs or non-fungible tokens, which enable exclusive provenance for digital and real-world assets. Now we start to arrive at the most interesting part, which are smart contracts. Smart contracts, they enable automated transactions on blockchains using conditional software logic, like if X is true, then you must execute Y. Here you can see a very good analogy of a smart contract to a vending machine. So only if 2 or more coins are put in the vending machine, you will receive your soft drinks. If you only put 1 or less, you won't get anything. And with smart contracts, you can lock these conditions where no one can try to cheat the system, and of course it's all cryptographically secured. Here it shows the benefits of cryptographic truth versus trust me paper promises, where with cryptographic truth, you have full control in your hands, there is built-in transparency, and there's 100% certainty that things are gonna happen, or you will get your money back. With paper promises, it's the exact opposite. You have no control and you never have 100% certainty if something will actually happen. So here's an example of a smart contract that can be used in a decentralized application. This is Arbol. Arbol is a weather insurance app for farmers, where farmers can use this app to be able to access weather insurance through their smartphones in third world countries with smart contracts using software logic and verifiable external data sources. It sounds very complicated, but basically what it does is it takes data sources like weather, rainfall, temperature, and it puts them through Chainlink nodes, which I'm going to talk a bit more about in a second, and creates a smart contract. So if a farmer's crops gets damaged due to bad weather, he gets compensated through this insurance. And on the other side, the insurance knows and can verify that the weather actually happened at that place and time in on the farmer's field. Now, I hope that you understand a bit more about smart contracts. There are some problems that smart contracts face, which you will see in a second. But before we do that, I want to talk about the industries and the potential that smart contracts can have. Here you can see that DeFi, or decentralized finance, is still only 5% of the total cryptocurrency value, which is around I think it's $2.3 trillion right now. But if we look further, smart contracts are mainly used in DeFi and cryptocurrencies. But that's still a very small part compared to stock market, gold, real estate, and derivative markets, which are worth $1 quadrillion, which is just insane. So the potential for DeFi is billions, but if we look at smart contracts, if smart contracts would take over all of these markets, the potential is trillions, which is just crazy to think about. And then we come to the oracles and Chainlink. So what does Chainlink actually do? There is a problem that we call the oracle problem, where blockchains are designed to be secure and self-contained, but that means that they can't directly access off-chain data because doing so could potentially compromise security and decentralization, as you can see here on screen. But the possibility of smart contracts in decentralized applications is also greatly limited because they can't access off-chain data, like real-world events. Let's take this flight delay insurance app as an example. You want to create an app that insures you when your flight gets delayed. Now, in order to create that app, the insurance company will need to have verifiable and trustworthy real-time flights information to determine if a flight is actually delayed, right? So if you're going to create this app on the Ethereum blockchain where the smart contract would reside, that smart contract cannot directly access off-chain data like the information on these flights. So this is where Chainlink comes into play and why Chainlink is so important. So Chainlink uses a network of nodes that work like messengers who bring real-world information to blockchain apps. So here's how it works. When blockchain apps need real-world information, they send data requests to the Chainlink network. These requests turn into jobs that Chainlink nodes can pick up. The nodes then go out and fetch the required data from various sources, and to ensure accuracy, Chainlink combines the data from multiple nodes. Anyone can become a Chainlink node operator, but to be able to get started, you do need to run a Chainlink node. And by fulfilling these data requests, you earn Chainlink tokens. Now, Chainlink tracks how well each node performs to a reputation system. So nodes with better reputations will get more and high valuer jobs compared to nodes that just started out. So in short, Chainlink nodes get real-world data for blockchain applications, for decentralized applications, and you can earn rewards by running a reliable node. Let's go back to our flight delay insurance app, where Chainlink nodes would retrieve the flight status and information from different aviation data providers, and then they would compare this data, or this different information that they got, and reach a consensus on whether the flight was delayed or not. And then Chainlink sends the verified flight status back to the smart contract or back to the app, and based on the received data, the smart contract automatically pays out the insurance claim if the flight was actually delayed. Now, there are very few competitors who can even come close to Chainlink, as they spread across a variety of industries, as you can see here: government, supply chains, gaming, insurances, and they do way more. And the great thing, besides their node network and their Oracle solutions, they also provide data feeds, proof of reserve, they have a VRF function, they help with cross-chain communication, CCIP, super important. So they're definitely spread across different niches within the Web3 industry. Here you can see this is information from 2023, but back then 1,750 plus projects were built in the Chainlink ecosystem. Right now it's closer to 2,000 or even way above that. And Chainlink does enable 71% of the total DeFi transaction value, which is crazy, and it also powers 55% of all DeFi protocols. So crazy things are happening with Chainlink, and every day more announcements are being released on their X page. So yeah, I definitely recommend to follow them there and to keep being updated with their progress. I want to take a quick moment to also talk about some major partnerships that Chainlink has. This one is from 3 days ago, where Chainlink announced that they will team up with 21 Shares to enhance the Ethereum ETF transparency with proof of reserve integration. They also have a partnership with Swift around tokenized assets, so big partnerships. I will drop the links of these in the description as well. They have partnerships with DTCC, with the ANZ Bank and Fidelity. So yeah, big things are happening behind the screens. Here you can see that Chainlink is currently almost securing $24 billion. That is just an insane amount. Back in 2022, they were around $50-60 billion in value secure. So that's just crazy how big Chainlink is in this industry. I want to end this video with a great announcement, which will be that I will be speaking at the Chainlink SmartCon conference, which is an annual conference that Chainlink holds. And last year it was in Barcelona in Spain. As you can see here, this is a picture of a very unflattering picture of me and the co-founder of Chainlink, Sergey Nazarov, with some friends. And this year's SmartCon will be in Hong Kong, October the 30th till 31st. Well, there will be some side events happening around it. Let's go to past speakers. I think it's definitely worth to take a look at it. Some of last year's speakers were former CEO of Google, Eric Schmidt, the strategic director of Swift, you had the CTO of Coinbase, you had the AI lead of Google and Microsoft, then you have people from Euroclear and the government of Hong Kong. So the lineup of this year is also going to be amazing. Definitely check out the website. I'll drop a link in the description. So for the giveaway, if you do want to win this t-shirt, leave a comment, anything goes. But make sure to mention your X account so I can reach out to you if you do win this t-shirt. Subscribe and leave a like, that would be highly appreciated. And yeah, that's it. This is a super cool t-shirt. I'm very happy to send it to anyone. And I would be more happy if I can see you in SmartCon in Hong Kong. And if not, you can always follow it on the YouTube live stream. So I'll be back next week with a new video. And until then, take care. Bye.